Ever pondered how World War II might have unfolded differently without the strategic brilliance of its most prominent generals? In the vast, complex theater of World War II, military generals were the key players orchestrating the symphony of strategies, tactics, and maneuvers that decided the fate of nations. These men were not just military leaders. They were visionaries, setting the stage for the battles to come and shaping the course of the war. Take, for instance, Erwin Rommel, the German general known as the Desert Fox. His innovative strategies in North Africa set him apart, earning him respect from allies and adversaries alike. Or consider George S. Patton, the charismatic and aggressive American commander whose relentless pursuit of victory played a crucial role in liberating France. Across the Atlantic, Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery, affectionately known as Monty, led British and Allied forces to victory in key battles such as El Alamein and the Normandy campaign. In Germany, Heinz Guderian pioneered the development of armored warfare tactics, playing a significant role in the early successes of the German Blitzkrieg campaigns. Over in the Soviet Union, Marshal Georgy Zhukov led the defense of Moscow and clinched the decisive victory at Stalingrad. Across the Pacific, Douglas MacArthur, a highly decorated American general, orchestrated successful island-hopping campaigns, playing a key role in the liberation of the Philippines. And let's not forget Erich von Manstein and Ernst Busch, German generals known for their strategic brilliance and organizational abilities, who played crucial roles in several key battles on the Eastern Front. These generals and many more were the architects of World War II, crafting strategies, making crucial decisions, and leading their troops through some of the most pivotal moments in history. Their leadership and strategic acumen were integral to the outcomes of the war, shaping the world as we know it today. Join us as we delve into the lives of these military masterminds, their strategies, and their impact on World War II. Our journey begins with Erwin Rommel, a German general known as the Desert Fox. Born in 1891 in Heidenheim, Germany, Rommel climbed the ranks of the German military to become one of the most respected generals of World War II. He was a man of many contrasts, a loyal servant of a ruthless regime, yet admired by his enemies for his chivalry and tactical brilliance. Rommel's fame largely rests on his exploits in North Africa. As the commander of the Afrika Korps, he led his troops through the unforgiving desert terrain, battling the Allied forces for control of the region. Rommel's innovative strategies often took his adversaries by surprise. He was a master of deception and misdirection, using the harsh desert environment to his advantage to outwit and outmaneuver his enemies. But Rommel was more than just a tactician. He was a leader who commanded the respect and loyalty of his men. He was known to share in their hardships, often going without food or water so that his soldiers could have more. He treated prisoners of war with respect, refusing to carry out Hitler's orders to execute them. Rommel's leadership style was a stark contrast to the brutal methods of many other Nazi officers. Despite serving a regime known for its ruthless efficiency and disregard for human life, Rommel insisted on maintaining a code of honor on the battlefield. This earned him the grudging respect of his enemies and the enduring admiration of his men. Yet, despite his success and popularity, Rommel's career was cut short. Implicated in a plot to assassinate Hitler, he was forced to take his own life in 1944. His death marked the end of a storied career, but his legacy lives on. Today, he is remembered not only for his military prowess, but also for his humanity in the midst of a brutal war. Rommel's tactical prowess earned him a place in history, but our journey doesn't stop here. Next, we encounter George S. Patton, a general whose audacity echoed across the battlegrounds. George Smith Patton, a name that rings with an air of audacity and fearlessness. Bold, charismatic, and utterly relentless, Patton was a force to be reckoned with. His aggressive strategies and tactics were not for the faint-hearted, but for the brave and the bold, who were ready to take the enemy head-on. His leadership style was a unique blend of bluntness and charisma. He was known for his fiery speeches that could ignite the spirit of the most disheartened soldier. Patton believed in the power of morale and the will of the soldiers, and he made sure to instill both in his men. His audacious maneuvers on the battlefield were legendary. Always a step ahead, Patton's strategies were often unorthodox and daring, but they were also incredibly effective. His relentless push towards victory was a testament to his belief that in war, the only way to ensure success was to keep moving forward. Patton played a critical role in several Allied campaigns. One of his most significant contributions was during the liberation of France. His daring armored drives across France were a masterclass in rapid advance, leaving the enemy stunned and scrambling to respond. But Patton's story is not just about bold tactics and daring maneuvers. It was also about a man who pushed his troops to their limits and beyond, who believed in the power of courage and determination, and who never backed down from a fight. Patton's approach was not always appreciated by his superiors or his peers. His aggressive manner and his insatiable desire for victory often put him at odds with others. But there was no denying the impact he had on the war. His relentless pursuit of victory, his unwavering belief in his men, and his audacious tactics all played a significant role in shaping the outcome of World War II. And so, we remember George S. Patton, not just as a general, but as a symbol of audacity and relentlessness, a man whose boldness on the battlefield was only matched by his unwavering commitment to victory. Patton's relentless pursuit of victory helped shape the outcome of the war. Our journey now takes us to Bernard Montgomery, the British field marshal known as Monty. Born in 1887, Montgomery rose through the ranks to become one of the most influential military strategists of the 20th century. Montgomery was a man of meticulous planning, with an unflinching resolve to win. His strategic brilliance was often manifested in his careful marshalling of resources and his attention to detail. He was a firm believer in thorough preparation before launching an attack. This approach often paid off. His most notable triumph was the Battle of El Alamein in North Africa. The battle was a turning point in the North African campaign. Montgomery's 8th Army defeated the combined forces of the German and Italian armies under the command of Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox. This victory not only boosted the morale of the Allied forces, but also marked the beginning of the end for the Axis powers in Africa. He also played a pivotal role in the Normandy campaign, one of the largest amphibious military assaults in history. Montgomery's strategic planning and execution were instrumental in the success of the D-Day landings, which eventually led to the liberation of France. But Montgomery's strategic acumen wasn't limited to just battlefield tactics. He was also known for his ability to manage his forces. He fostered a sense of camaraderie among his troops, winning their trust and loyalty. His unyielding spirit and resilience were infectious, inspiring those around him to strive for victory at all costs. In the grand tapestry of World War II, Montgomery stands out as a masterful strategist, a leader who combined meticulous planning with an indomitable spirit. His victories in crucial battles not only changed the course of the war, but also shaped the future of the world. As we reflect on his remarkable career, we see a man whose strategic brilliance and leadership were instrumental in the Allies' success. Montgomery's strategic acumen played a crucial role in the Allies' success. Next, we meet Heinz Guderian, the German general who revolutionized armored warfare. This man was a pioneer in his field, crafting a new approach to warfare that would change the landscape of battle forever. Guderian was not just a general, he was a visionary. He saw the potential in using tanks as the spearhead of an attack, rather than merely supporting infantry as was the common practice at the time. This concept, coupled with close air support, formed the backbone of what we now know as the Blitzkrieg, or Lightning War. This radical approach to warfare was put to the test during the invasion of France. Guderian's tanks, moving swiftly and striking hard, tore through the French defenses. The speed and ferocity of his armored divisions left the enemy reeling and unable to mount a coordinated defense. The success of this campaign validated Guderian's strategies and cemented his place in military history. But Guderian's influence didn't stop at the battlefield. His theories on armored warfare were widely studied and adopted by other armies. His book, Achtung Panzer, became a must-read for military strategists around the world. Guderian's ideas, once considered radical, had now become the standard. It's important to note, however, that Guderian's success was not solely due to his innovative tactics. His leadership played a significant role in his achievements. He was known for his hands-on approach, often leading from the front and sharing the same risks as his men. This earned him the respect and loyalty of his troops, a crucial factor in their success. Yet despite his successes and the wide adoption of his strategies, Guderian's career was not without controversy. He was often at odds with his superiors, his aggressive tactics and outspoken nature leading to clashes with the high command. Nevertheless, his impact on the war and on military strategy as a whole is undeniable. Guderian's innovative tactics contributed significantly to the German offensives. He was a pioneer, a thinker, and a leader. His legacy is one of innovation and audacity, a testament to the power of new ideas and fearless leadership. We now turn to the east, where Marshal Georgy Zhukov led the Soviet Union's defenses. Amidst the harsh winters and the relentless attacks from the Axis powers, one figure stood tall, embodying the indomitable spirit of resistance: Marshal Georgy Zhukov. Zhukov, hailing from a humble background, rose through the ranks owing to his exceptional military acumen and emerged as one of the Soviet Union's most accomplished military leaders. His leadership was put to the test during one of the most brutal confrontations of the Second World War, the defense of Moscow. When the German forces were knocking at the gates of Moscow, Zhukov orchestrated a counter-offensive that not only halted the German advance but also marked the beginning of a strategic shift in the war. The Battle of Moscow was a testament to Zhukov's strategic brilliance and unwavering determination. His ability to mobilize and command vast armies under extreme conditions was truly remarkable. But this was just the beginning of Zhukov's legacy. As the war progressed, Zhukov was entrusted with an even greater challenge: the Battle of Stalingrad. The city, named after Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, held immense symbolic and strategic value. The battle was marked by its ferocity, with both sides enduring unimaginable hardships. Zhukov's leadership was once again pivotal in turning the tide of the war. His successful defense of Stalingrad not only boosted the morale of the Soviet forces, but also marked a turning point in the war. The victory at Stalingrad was a decisive blow to the Axis powers and paved the way for the eventual defeat of Nazi Germany. Zhukov's leadership, marked by his strategic brilliance, resilience, and unwavering commitment to his nation, played a crucial role in the Soviet Union's resistance against the Axis powers. His legacy continues to inspire military leaders around the world. Zhukov's leadership was instrumental in the Soviet Union's resistance against the Axis powers. Our journey now takes us to the Pacific Theater, where General Douglas MacArthur orchestrated successful campaigns. This American general, one of the most decorated in U.S. history, played a pivotal role in the Pacific during World War II. Douglas MacArthur, a man of vision and audacity, was tasked with leading the Allied forces in the Pacific Theater. The Pacific's vast expanse posed a unique set of challenges. Traditional warfare strategies had to be reimagined and executed with precision, and MacArthur rose to the occasion. The general devised the island-hopping strategy, a tactical approach that involved selectively targeting strategic islands in the Pacific, bypassing others to cut off Japanese supplies and reinforcements. This strategy allowed the Allies to advance towards Japan without engaging in costly and time-consuming battles for each island. But perhaps MacArthur's most significant contribution was the liberation of the Philippines. In 1942, following the fall of the Philippines to Japanese forces, MacArthur made a solemn promise: "I shall return." True to his word, 2 years later, he led the Allied forces in reclaiming the Philippines in a series of battles that were as fierce as they were decisive. This triumphant return was more than a military victory. It was a beacon of hope for the Filipino people and a clear signal to the world that the tide of the war was turning. MacArthur's commitment to liberate the Philippines demonstrated his unwavering resolve and strategic acumen, hallmarks of a great military leader. In the grand tableau of World War II, General MacArthur stands out as a master strategist and a liberator. His innovative tactics and relentless pursuit of victory played a crucial role in the Allied success in the Pacific Theater. MacArthur once said, "There is no substitute for victory." His actions in the Pacific Theater during World War II embodied this maxim. He was a driving force behind the Allies' march towards victory, proving that with strategic brilliance and unwavering resolve, victory is indeed attainable. MacArthur's strategic brilliance was a key factor in the Allies' success in the Pacific. Finally, we meet Erich von Manstein and Ernst Busch, two German generals known for their strategic brilliance. Erich von Manstein, a prominent figure in the German High Command, was an architect of several successful offensives in the early stages of the war. His innovative strategies and tactical acumen played a significant role in the German invasion of France and the Battle of Kiev. Von Manstein's genius lay in his ability to read the battlefield like a grand chessboard, always thinking several moves ahead. He was known for his meticulous planning and his ability to adapt to changing circumstances, traits that made him one of the most effective commanders of his time. Despite the complexities and unpredictability of war, von Manstein was able to steer his forces through challenging situations, demonstrating the importance of strategic thinking and leadership in military operations. On the other hand, we have Ernst Busch, another German general known for his exceptional leadership and organizational abilities. A key player on the Eastern Front, Busch demonstrated his strategic prowess in several critical battles. His understanding of the terrain, coupled with his ability to motivate his troops and coordinate large-scale operations, made him a formidable force. Busch was highly regarded for his tactical planning and logistical capabilities, which were instrumental in sustaining the German forces on the Eastern Front. Despite facing a formidable adversary and harsh weather conditions, Busch was able to maintain the cohesion and fighting spirit of his troops, highlighting the significant role of leadership in war. In conclusion, both von Manstein and Busch's strategic brilliance significantly contributed to the German war effort. Their innovative tactics and leadership styles not only shaped the outcomes of several key battles, but also had a profound impact on the course of World War II. They serve as a stark reminder of the importance of military leadership and strategic planning in warfare. Manstein and Busch's strategies were instrumental in the German war effort, demonstrating the profound impact of military leadership on the course of World War II. These generals, each with their unique strategies and leadership styles, significantly influenced the course of World War II. Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, masterfully used the harsh North African terrain to his advantage, innovating warfare in ways that are still studied today. His leadership and tactical prowess earned him the grudging respect of enemies and allies alike. Across the ocean, General George S. Patton, with his audacious spirit and relentless pursuit of victory, played invaluable roles in liberating France and several other key Allied campaigns. With his charismatic leadership, he instilled a fighting spirit that propelled his troops to victory. In the United Kingdom, Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery, or Monty, demonstrated his strategic brilliance in crucial battles such as El Alamein and the Normandy campaign. His careful planning and relentless pursuit of victory were instrumental in turning the tide of the war in favor of the Allies. Meanwhile, Heinz Guderian of Germany revolutionized warfare by pioneering armored tactics, propelling the early successes of the German Blitzkrieg campaigns and changing the face of warfare forever. Over in the Soviet Union, Marshal Georgy Zhukov's strategic acumen and tenacity played a pivotal role in defending Moscow and clinching the decisive victory at Stalingrad, changing the course of the war on the Eastern Front. In the Pacific Theater, General Douglas MacArthur's strategic brilliance and indomitable spirit led successful island-hopping campaigns and the liberation of the Philippines. His leadership was instrumental in the eventual defeat of the Japanese Empire. Back in Germany, Generals Erich von Manstein and Ernst Busch masterminded successful offensives in the early stages of the war, demonstrating their strategic genius and leadership capabilities. These generals, each with their distinct strategies and leadership styles, played crucial roles in shaping the outcome of World War II. Their stories serve as potent reminders of the profound impact that military leadership can have on the course of history. Their legacies continue to influence military strategies and tactics today, and their stories are a testament to the indomitable human spirit. The stories of these generals remind us of the profound impact that military leadership can have on the course of history.